Uncertainty, that's the word being used by a local businessman to describe the current economic situation globally and locally. 18 months into the COVID 19 pandemic, global executives responded to the latest McKinsey Global Survey, hinting that the global economy was on track towards a recovery. However, with the Delta variant affecting so many parts of the world, worries over the pandemic's effects on the global economy have also re emerged. Director of Fortune Foods Limited, H.A. Mabubani, points to supply chain disruptions and inflation as two of the current culprits.
Factories are finding it very difficult to get raw materials because the demand is so much. And the larger companies are able to put out the financing in order to get it. The smaller companies will have to wait their turn. And basically, it's supply and demand. That is one of the issues. And the second issue is there is lack of labor force worldwide because of the pandemic. It's either people have left the labor force out of fear, people have left the labor force because they may have contracted the disease and are unable to work. They are having physical challenges.
The veteran businessman thinks it's important that the right balancing act be employed, given the current economic situation.
Certain customers will have to be creative and say, okay, prices of certain products have gone up. How can we be creative in order to keep our expenses down, in order to still maintain our client base, and also keep our workers happy? Because that's going to be very tricky. Because every dollar we are paying them, inflation is causing them, I'm not too sure they're able to even meet their needs now, especially for food.
The COVID 19 pandemic has caused significant disruption to global trade. Last year, global trade fell by 8.9%, the steepest drop since the global financial crisis. And according to trade experts, the impact of the COVID shock on trade was different across countries. In particular, the fall in Chinese trade was much smaller than in other regions. The recovery of Chinese trade was especially strong, supported by robust global demands for goods and China's ability to reopen its domestic supply chains ahead of other countries. Experts have also pointed to the significant impact on global shipping, which have increased by around 350% since May 2020. Joseph Kador, GBN News.